and welcome back to my channel. For today I'm going to be, I guess, doing a little story time video because strangely enough I was playing on a video game on my PlayStation and this kind of for some reason just came into my head randomly and I don't know why, but I wanted to share it with you guys nonetheless. I think I was about, I don't know, I want to say like 8 or 9 years old at the time, so it was like something that was never previously introduced to me before and no one had ever spoken to me in this way before, so it was a little bit like alarming, and I think I was like winding myself up over it, feeling really sick, knowing that I wasn't quite ready to take these steps in my life. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, and with that being said, I do hope that you very much enjoy this video. So I was not in this house, obviously, because I've just moved here, not in the house that I was in previously to this one, but the house that I grew up in, as in my very, very young, like birth to 11-year-old. So that was like the first house I ever knew. It was the only kind of thing that I ever knew. We lived in this tiny terrace house. In my bedroom, I remember it so well still to this day. It was like a little tiny square. Like, it's just crazy. It was such a tiny, tiny room and I could hardly fit even a bed in there. Never mind like all of my toys that I had at the time when I was a young kid and a baby and all of that. And so it was a very, very compact little house. So that's where I was at the time of this. I had known this person, not really like in a lot of detail, like we weren't close or anything. This guy was known for, although he was very young, he was very not much known for wanting to be very intimate with the girls that he would pick on. And it seemed like at the time, it seemed like every week or every other week, he would pick on what I would describe it at the time as his new victim, which was, you know, some girl who probably didn't really like him, didn't really want anything to do with him, but he just wanted so badly that relationship, that intimacy with the opposite sex. And to this day, I don't know why he was like that, but I feel like sometimes you always get that odd one who's like that, and I don't really understand why, especially at such a young age when, you know, you're not thinking about stuff like that. You just want to be, you know, just a child, enjoy like that carefree kind of lifestyle that you should be having at that age. Yeah, so this one particular week I was like his victim in a way, and he asked me out on a date. And the date was that I would go around to his house. And to be honest, I wasn't really very into this particular person. But obviously at the time, you know, you're young, you don't really know what love is, you don't know what relationships are, and you know, it's complicated stuff, like at the best of times, even for adults, never mind like for children. But we exchanged phone numbers, and I remember getting a call on the house phone one night, and this is something that really, really like set me on edge and this conversation put me off boys for a very long time. So it kind of did really mess me up a little bit. It shocked me a little bit and it worried me a little bit, and I don't know, it wasn't good. So we get a call and it was this guy. I don't know him now, I don't know what he's doing, I don't know anything about him now. He might be the same for all I know. And I'm sitting here talking to him and I'm just not loving the way that he's speaking to me. I'm not appreciating the way that he's speaking to me. He first off says like, you know, maybe you should come around to my house, we can like have dinner or something like that. And then the next second it's all about like kissing him. And I get like extremely like, whoa, like this is too much. I'd known this person for a long time. I'd been to nursery with him, do you know what I mean? But we were never really particularly close. So not only did I feel like we didn't know much about each other, we didn't, you know, we weren't in a proper relationship. And it just didn't seem quite right that I would be going around to his house, having dinner with his family, and then actually scheduling in to kiss him. Like, Nope. My like 8, 9-year-old self was just like, I was past myself. I was just like, no, this is not happening. I'm not doing it. No. So he's like, yeah, we'll have, you know, some food with my parents. And then it wasn't like, would you like a kiss? It was, we are going to kiss, which is something that I didn't like whatsoever. Like, and still to this day, I don't like it when guys or anyone dictate to me, like, this is what we're gonna do and this is when we're gonna do it. And do you know what I mean? Like, I hate stuff like that. It's just gonna naturally happen, or it should just naturally happen anyway. So he was like, yeah, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into my bedroom, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna like close the lights off, we're gonna shut the curtains, and then we're gonna kiss. And I was just like, so uncomfortable. Like, and I remember him like saying that to me. Like, I remember the tone of voice, I remember his attitude and everything. And because I was quite a shy, nervous, quiet child, I think I went all quiet on him and then I hung up on him. It's meant to be when you're that age, just a carefree lifestyle. It's meant to be, you know, you're not thinking about relationships, you're not thinking about kissing anyone really. But there was like, we are gonna kiss, and then there was like a few other things that he mentioned as well about us doing that, again, just no, didn't give me right vibes, didn't give me good vibes, didn't give me, no. So I hung up the phone and I remember getting quite worried. I remember crying over this phone call with this guy, and one of my parents came in because my parents were still together at that point. And one of them came in, they saw that I was upset and that something wasn't quite right. And they asked me like, what the hell is going on? What's wrong? And so then I had to go through this really embarrassing ordeal of having to explain to my parents why I was upset after I'd had this phone call with this guy. And it was just the weirdest thing, but it was like the most embarrassing thing, or one of the most embarrassing things. I mean, trust me, I have many embarrassing things that have happened in my life over the years. I'm just an awkward, embarrassing person, what can I say? So I had to explain to them what had happened. I remember their reactions and it was not good. So like, I don't know, I find it very, very interesting that someone that young can have that much of an idea in their head about relationships and intimacy and kissing somebody and being with someone. And it still baffles me to this day why that particular person was the way that he was. And obviously I didn't know too much about him, and ever since that day I like stayed as far away from him as I possibly could, because like I said, it freaked me out. Has anything like that happened to you guys, or is it just me? Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. If you're new here, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching once again, and I very much hope to see you in my next video.